wants you to protect yourself at all times. Keep this fight clean at all times. And what I say, you must obey. Good luck, touch him up.
During one of their final face-offs, when these two undefeated champions were able to speak to and really through to their rival, Shakur Stevenson said to Oscar Valdez, "You know it's a code you gotta crack." So does this proud Mexican warrior try to crack the code with a sledgehammer attack? Or are we about to see the first major mountaintop conquered in what many feel will be a career headed to the highest heights for Shakur Stevenson? Here we go. Round one. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward on the call. The two undefeateds, a junior lightweight unification fight. Oscar Valdez said to us yesterday, "I have to stay controlled. I have to stay disciplined. I have to stick to the plan." Does the emotion of this crowd perhaps impact that?
That has to make sure that he doesn't get outside of himself and go back to his old ways of making mistakes like we just saw and getting countered by a superb counterpuncher like Shakur Stevenson.
With that backhand, Timmy. Oh, he lunges in. Valdez comes in and misses as Shakur backed up.
Valdez needs to be smart. Use feints, head movement, level changes, and his jab while applying pressure.
Steady diet of that southpaw right-hand jab from Shakur, and there is the movement.
Valdez is doing the right thing, trying to put pressure on Shakur with his presence.
That's going to allow Shakur to just pepper him with jabs all night long.
Left hand to the body, back to the jab. Right uppercut to the body. Three-punch combination, doubled up the jab. Now he tries to work to the inside again. Trying to cut off a little bit of space and get to the inside. There goes Valdez. Stevenson calm and in control, managing this first round. End of one. Round two. In that first round, Shakur Stevenson landed 9 punches, throwing 52. Oscar Valdez, 6 of 31. Stevenson had 5 body connects in that first round. 5 punches landed to Oscar Valdez's body.
And you're going to get hit, but he cannot get discouraged. He has to keep pressing forward little by little, letting his offense go more and more, and Valdez should be banking.
Valdez has to come in behind something. He's not going to close the gap when he's attacking Shakur Stevenson.
Look how big Shakur is. He wouldn't tell us what he walks around at, but you could see it's a lot bigger than Oscar Valdez. This is a different guy than the kid we saw come up.
It's going to be big problems for Valdez because that's not the storyline coming into this fight. The storyline is Shakur outboxing and being slick and moving away. That's not the case right now. If he starts to hurt Valdez, it's going to be big, big trouble for Valdez and his team.
3-punch combination from Shakur moments ago.
Valdez is making it easy for Shakur. This is target practice right now. Yes, not everything is getting in.
Still that high guard as he inches forward. Now he does come behind the jab, and Shakur returns fire with a straight left and a 2-punch combination. Southpaw 1-2.
Yeah. Valdez has to sell out. He's got to take more risk. I'm not saying get reckless, but he's got to sell out and put himself in a position to let his shots go like you see right there, knowing that he's going to get hit, but believing that he's going to get his shots through in between the shots of Shakur.
Good work to the body from Oscar Valdez.
Valdez is shutting off that angle to the right. He's throwing that body shot. Forget about the head. He's going down to the body and cutting off Shakur.
If he can cross that threshold and get to the body, he will find success. He did so moments ago. Whoa. Stevenson fighting, backing up. Lands with that right hook. Goes to the body. End of 2. Good fight. Junior lightweight unification, the two undefeated champions. Shakur Stevenson with a 23. Valdez had moments, the 2 body punches that were landed. Bernardo, what are they saying in the corner of Oscar Valdez?
Eddie Reynoso was very clear. He said, I want you to focus on working the body. You're cutting off the angle, but don't worry about the head so much. That's going to be hard to hit, but the body is there. But don't let him hit you to the head.
And he does so there. Takes that angle, lands the left hook to the body. Shakur turns out of it. Back to the jab. Straight right hand now from Valdez as he says, let's go. Getting away from that right hand. Good upper head movement from Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur has to do that every chance he gets. And Valdez can't allow that to detour him. He's got to keep pressing.
No doubt in my mind. He's a warrior.
He needs to be a winner tonight. And if he can win and find a way to get this win tonight, trust me, he'll show plenty moments where he's a warrior, but he needs to win tonight.
As Shakur backed up against the ropes, Valdez did place another right hand to the body.
Cutting off the angles by digging down to the body, throwing double right hands, lead right hands, jabs, and getting Shakur Stevenson back.
Instead now, it's Shakur in position. And with it, he fires off a three-punch combination.
Shakur can pull away and close this round out.
Best work by far for Oscar Valdez early on. Oh, that was low. And the warning from Kenny Bayless on that left hand on the belt line from Stevenson.
Like I said in the beginning, Tess, if you're Team Valdez, you want to go into that 7th round down 4-2 or even at 3-3. That's when you turn on the gas, because in big championship fights that are evenly matched, the fight doesn't start until the second half of the fight anyway.
Dre, the 15 punches landed by Oscar Valdez in that third round against Shakur Stevenson, who has a 3.3-to-1 ratio in punches landed compared to punches absorbed. His opponents average only 5 per round. Valdez had success, Timmy, as you said, because he was taking angles, he was inching closer, and most importantly,
that's where it's at. Valdez right now is getting caught at that mid-range. No man's land. He has to do something at that range right here. Give Shakur something to look at, so that way he can inch his feet closer.
If Valdez can't let Shakur tee off like that, he's piling up points or to the body, so he's got to watch that.
Hand clash right there. This is exactly where he needs to be right here.
That's the range for Valdez.
And some judges are scoring the fact that Oscar Valdez is coming forward, being the aggressor.
But then Valdez allows Shakur Stevenson to take away the play in moments like this. This is a big mistake. Valdez doesn't want to be down 5-1 going into the 7th round.
Just these last 20 seconds alone, to your point, as Stevenson. Well, he's jousting and range finding sometimes with that right hand out in front, so Valdez just pulled on it.
Yeah, that's legal.
I ain't never seen that before. He pulling out everything.
See, that sequence right there showed me that Valdez is trying to punch and get away at the same time. He's got to commit offensively, because when he's hesitant, Shakur can feel that. When he's resolute, Shakur can feel that as well.
Well, that hesitancy came through over the course of the last minute and a half, and clearly an edge for Stevenson down the stretch of this round.
Stevenson round.
Shakur Stevenson has thrown 120 jabs through 4 rounds as we begin round number 5. But sometimes, Dre, that southpaw right hand is just out there like this.
Yeah, if you put that hand in my face, I'm going to do exactly what Oscar Valdez did. In fact, I'm going to try to do a little bit more than that. You show me in the rule book where that's a foul, then we'll have a different discussion. But Shakur can't look to Bayless. He's got to make Valdez stop.
You saw him look over to Kenny Bayless. By the way, Bernardo Osuna, our award-winning ringside reporter, just turned to the Nevada Commission and said, what's your read? They said it's not illegal at all, to your point.
Valdez is putting his body in position to try to land lead rights and the big left hook. The left hook is really what Valdez wants. He just can't get close enough at the moment.
Dre, you've got it 2 rounds apiece. I see it 3-1. Round number 5 here. Stevenson a 49-35 connect advantage.
No, I don't have it even. That's not accurate. I have it 3-1 Shakur Stevenson.
Okay.
3-1 Shakur Stevenson.
As is seemingly obvious. So 3-1 Shakur Stevenson. Disregard what you saw on the graphic.
Because Oscar Valdez is going to be here all night long, people.
But we think Dog is taking punches, fellas. Sometimes Dog is dominating the fight. Sometimes Dog is making sure that I'm not allowing you to do what you want to do. I'm taking your greatest strengths and exploiting all your weaknesses and looking you dead in your face while I do it. That's dog.
Stevenson right now, he's not using his jab. He's just trying to use that as a rangefinder. He's looking for the uppercut and the combinations.
He just threw a left uppercut that started a combination, Timmy.
But he needs to be careful. That lead hand is down when he throws that uppercut. That left hook can sneak in there.
Valdez,
Not sure what Valdez is waiting on, guys.
closes the distance. Doesn't get anything accomplished with it, though.
Trying to get your offense up.
Oh, there's a good left hand from Shakur Stevenson as Valdez came straight in. Shakur Stevenson filled that gap.
Woo, look at the measure from Shakur Stevenson, controlling the head of Valdez and coming down with the straight left hand. Wow, domination.
That was a huge round for Shakur Stevenson. The big left hand highlighted it. Let's take a look, Timmy.
Yep, counter punchers, they like distance so they can see the punches coming. Look at Shakur Stevenson stepping back. Straight left hand, boom, but that's the left hook right there that I'm talking about. Sometimes Valdez is going to have to take some shots so he can get a shot in there.
Eddie Reynoso did not put the mouthpiece into the mouth of Oscar Valdez. Eddie Reynoso, who's 4 rounds to 1 Stevenson, says Andre Ward. It's a very easy one to score, and there is the knockdown opening up round 6. Shakur Stevenson scores the knockdown early in round 6.
I think it was more Valdez being off balance than anything. He got caught with a shot and went down.
Valdez needs to save all that energy that he's using to hit his glove together, and he needs to be trying to hit Shakur Stevenson right now.
That high guard is not serving him well. There was a left uppercut that came in. Shakur very good at changing levels. 3-punch combination. Headshot comes in again from Stevenson.
Valdez is still dangerous. He's still dangerous. He's still dangerous.
Stevenson is showing more aggression. Comfort right there, right in front, putting forth the power punches.
And like I said, he's walking him down now. Stevenson is walking him down now. Now he's moving backwards. Now Valdez is coming in. But
and when he comes in, he catches him with that left hand.
Valdez right now is looking for one shot, either the overhand right or the left hook. He's willing to take right now so that way he can get Stevenson comfortable so he can move in. That's it. That's all he's doing.
So he can land a big shot. That's what he's doing. He doesn't believe he can win punch for punch anymore. Now he's reserved the right to sit back and wait and try to land a big shot. I think he could go punch for punch. He may not win every exchange, but he puts himself in a better position to pile up points, win rounds, and maybe catch Shakur. I think he's sort of checked out and was reverted to this style of fighting a little bit too early.
A division that has only had 5 unification fights in history going back to the late 1960s. A division that has had all the great names either sit atop it or come through it. And now Shakur Stevenson in position to deliver on putting a big notch in his belt and defining his legacy. Scored the knockdown early on here in round 6.
He was off balance coming forward. See his inertia brought him forward right there. The ropes were there, then he got hit.
Of this unification fight between the 2 undefeated world champions, Shakur Stevenson is landing 47% of his power punches, including the hook that scored the knockdown early on.
If you're Oscar Valdez, you got to believe in yourself.
Look at the defense right there, how he steps around. Then he steps in close. I see the body shots right there, that's fine, but he caught a lot of that on his arm.
Oh, he places the left uppercut as Valdez came in.
Good shot right there from Oscar.
Oh, there he is.
That's it right there.
Oscar wakes up for a moment. You need to see.
He's got to have it. He's not avoiding punches because he's being defensive. He's still getting hit. So if you're getting hit, why don't you try to get off yourself and land some punches, and you might just land the one you need.
And then look what he does. He gets right back.
If you're in the corner of Stevenson, you tell him, keep doing what you're doing, but be mindful. Stay sharp. This fight isn't over yet.
You see the speed, the footwork of Stevenson. able to get away from those two offensive surges from Valdez.
One knockdown, one punch that buzzes Shakur can revitalize Oscar Valdez. Stevenson cannot allow that to happen.
There's a difference between the pawing jab, the range-finding jab, and that joust probe. So the warning from Bayless. Valdez, here he comes trying to cut off that ring again, trying to take those short angles to get to the kitchen, get to the inside, where he fires off to the belt line, and then the break from Bayless. This will be the last commercial break we take, and then we bring you home all the way to the conclusion. Is how relaxed and unaffected Shakur Stevenson is between rounds. How comfortable he is. How unaffected he has been with this fight so far in total command and control. Seconds still to go to then go out and continue with the strategy. A strategy, Tim Bradley, that you have described as a master class to this point.
That's what it is right now. You know, I'm giving a lot of credit to Oscar Valdez. He's trying. He's trying to get close, but it's hard when you're facing a guy that understands distance. Every time you take a step forward, he takes a step back. Anytime you swing a shot, you miss majority of your punches. It's demoralizing. It's frustrating. It's not like Valdez isn't trying. He's trying.
The distance from where Valdez is on the outside to where he actually needs to be probably feels like about 5 miles right now. That's what it feels like when you're facing a guy who knows how to box and who understands distance and range and who has cat-quick reflexes, not just with his hands, but also with his feet.
Speed is a huge advantage for Shakur, and it has materialized right from the start.
He's been coming forward from the first round. He's been pressing forward for the first round. And on top of that, he's getting hit.
I think that little short right hook to the body got Valdez's attention from Shakur. He got hit and he held on immediately. Right, he cannot go to sleep because Valdez will be dangerous as long as this fight is going on.
Oh. Placing that left hand to the body. 3-punch combination up top.
Look at that. So calculated. All those punches right there. Nothing really land right there cleanly from Valdez.
Neither fighter has been visibly hurt thus far in this fight. Stunned maybe, but not visibly hurt.
Oh, there's a right hand to the body from the former Mexican Olympian, the 2-time Olympian from Mexico.
Oh, Valdez trying to time that left hook.
Let's listen in. 2 undefeated champions unifying here at 130 pounds. Power punches, Stevenson a 96-64.
He can even do more damage at this point. That does mean he'll be in range for the punches of Oscar Valdez, but he can put himself in a position to do more damage and possibly hurt Oscar.
See, that's great right hand down to the body. That's going to set up something at the top. Setting the trap.
The problem for Valdez is it's too little and it's too infrequent. You let a guy like Oscar Valdez, you let a guy like Shakur Stevenson think a master boxer, that's the worst thing you can do.
Do you see Valdez just walking straight in? No. He got his hands up and he don't want to get hit with shots. He's trying not to get hit with shots. That's the reason why he's not selling out. Good right hand from Valdez.
2-punch combination that finishes with the left to the body from Shakur. Then the left
nice
uppercut. He has been looking to time that a few times in recent rounds.
Shakur's probably been working on that shot for the last 8 weeks.
That angle to the right by a southpaw, and the left hand goes to the body easily. There's another left hand from Shakur.
He hurt him again with that shot, fellas. Stood him straight up with a straight left. Oscar needs to let his hands go, or this could start to turn real ugly real quick. He's getting outboxed. He's getting pop-shotted right now. Too frequent.
Oh, look at that, going underneath with the left hand to the body.
After he avoided 2 or 3 shots.
It's a strong 9th round for Shakur Stevenson. And another body punch.
There it is again. Go ahead and look at that jab, and I'm going to come around with my left hand. Oh, you want to come in and attack? No problem. I'll step back and catch you straight in with a straight left hand down the middle. Oh, you want to come in wide? No problem. There's another one. Take another left hand down the pipe.
As often as I can.
I think it's been a very easy fight to score. And Dre, you have it in dominating fashion for Shakur Stevenson. As there is a rally from Valdez, but not much gets in. He's going to have to completely sell out here in these last 3 rounds. Keep in mind, in Oscar Valdez, you have a guy who struck the knockout of the year last year in boxing, the WBC belt. But it is a far departure of styles between Burchell and Stevenson.
See, that was good combinations right there with the same hand, right hand coming around down to the body, upstairs, and then a straight right hand once again by Valdez.
Reaching for a right hand.
Great combination right there again down to the body. He throwing, Dre. He throwing. He in there throwing. He going down to the body. He's trying to land something.
Shakur backs him up. There's a body shot again. He's finishing to the body well on the 3-punch combinations.
This is a low round, I believe, for Shakur Stevenson. Not a whole lot of offense right now coming back. Occasionally, he'll counter.
Digs into the body. That right hand nearly straight low. Stevenson follows him straight back. 3 more punches. Then places that jab to the body. Lead left hand.
Valdez can't give the good work that he's done this whole round away in this next 25 seconds. He's got to finish strong.
He got Shakur sitting still. That's where he wants him. He needs Shakur to sit still. Beautiful distance right there. Right hand and right hand again. Great round for Oscar Valdez.
And now the championship rounds. Here we go. Championship rounds to decide who will be the unified champion, who will walk out of here with 2 belts and still undefeated. Total punches through 10. 148, 87 connect advantage. Shakur. Mark Kriegel, what say you?
Shakur hasn't merely controlled the distance, he's controlled the level.
And I just spoke with Eddie Reynoso, and he says the problem with Oscar right now is he continues to miss the right hand from the same range. He can't be at Shakur's range.
That was a mean combination right there. It was. Took one to the head, took one to the body, took another one back to the head. Changing levels with each punch.
Shakur's comfortable right now on the inside. He's not worried about the power right now. He feels those punches on the glove.
Question I have is, can Shakur find a way to finish in a way that puts an exclamation point on the night to leave no doubt that he is the next star in the sport of boxing?
Wow, that combination did damage. Stevenson discussed that with us just 24 hours ago. Obviously, if you simply win this fight, it is a major, major notch on the belt to be a unified champion, to launch into the pound-for-pound rankings, and to have your status in the sport established on the star line, in the bright lights of the marquee. But how you could close it out could be the rocket ride to superstardom.
But right now, Oscar has him right where he wants him, toe-to-toe. Let's see how this plays out.
Shakur wants this fight to be right here. Oscar is having a little success.
Absolutely dominated that 11th round. 2 men who came in undefeated, one who is in complete control.
He's got to throw whatever game plan he had over the last 11 rounds out the window. He's got to throw. He's got to throw until the last bell rings, and he's got to hope and pray that something lands. But he has landed, and it hasn't been enough. Oscar Valdez, I don't want to say is in an impossible situation, but he's really close to being in that position because he's had no answers for anything that Shakur Stevenson has brought to the table.
There was a right hand that went low moments ago. You saw Shakur's reaction to Kenny Bayless. One of 9 children. 7 boys, 2 girls. And his mother, Malika, named him after that iconic rapper, Shakur Stevenson.
Watch your heads.
He has been on a steady ascent.
All right, go holding, go holding.
Look at that inside work right there. Beautiful work inside. Short, crisp, right hook by Shakur Stevenson. Shakur right now is kind of letting off the gas right now. I'm waiting on some offense to come back right now. Maybe he's trying to recharge. Maybe he's going to give it a little bit more in the next. There it is.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shouldered him up, walked him into the ropes, and 2 punches later, statement made.
That's right.
Shakur walked him right into those 2-3 punch combination. He just walked him right into it. Oscar Valdez relaxed. He thought Shakur was going to relax with him, and Shakur had other plans.
Oscar Valdez has been a great champion unless he comes up with something and hits the jackpot. Shakur Stevenson, seconds away from a signature win. He looks up at the clock as Valdez hopelessly chases. Shakur Stevenson has done it.
Tim Cheatham scores the bout 117-110. Dave Moretti and Davis Sutherland both score the bout 118-109 for your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBC WBO